Pretty old.
Yeah, so it's cap and ball.
Like when you were a kid, you got a little cap gun.
Kind of like that, yeah, but they were metal ones. You'd put them on here,
right,
and it worked like a revolver. I mean, I do love the fact that it's got all this scroll work on it and everything like that. Improved revolving pistol. There's maker's marks on here. There's the maker right there. Richardson and Company, Liverpool. Over there in Europe, it was a lot more regulated, even back then, than was in the United States. Over there, you had to be like a registered gun maker, which makes it really easy to identify English guns. Everything about this thing's beautiful. I mean, this was probably a very expensive gun when it was made, you know, to a fancy English gentleman. Something me and you will never be.
No.
So, how much you want for it?
Well, I'm not going to tell you what I paid for it, but I feel it's worth $1,800.
Okay, that might be a fair price, but I have no clue.
Yeah.
So, let me go grab Alex. I think he's out in the parking lot.
Okay.
And he'll know 100 times more than I do.
Yeah, I'll be here.
All right, I'll be right back.
Thanks, Rick.
Davey, this is Alex.
Alex, pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Affectionately known as the gun guy.
Ah.
So Davey bought this at a estate sale.
Okay.
Okay. It's obviously English because it says Liverpool on it. That's where my knowledge ends.
Do you mind if I pick it up?
Not at all.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So this is what collectors call a pepperbox because it's multiple holes, and people thought it looked like a pepper shaker.
Okay.
So to be a pepperbox, you have to have at least 3 barrels, and you can have some of them go up to 7. I've even heard ones that have 8. Wow. And the idea behind it is that you pull the trigger, and it'll fire. You pull it again, and then the barrel indexes to the right. And so you can see, as you pull it back, it starts to index, and then it's going to slam down, and I don't want to drive fire it. After this, they went right to the revolver, which has a cylinder. So this cylinder has 1 barrel and 1 chamber. This has 6 chambers and 6 barrels. So it wasn't quite as efficient. The revolver actually was a little bit more of an advanced invention, and that's why these sort of fell out of favor. But in the U.S. and England, they were very popular. This was as much an effective weapon, but it was also a little bit of a showpiece, which you can see just the way it's put together. There's engraving down here. This is a nice, almost fire-blued trigger guard, and you can see it's beautifully engraved. Richardson and Company. Interestingly, in the last, 5 years, these have gotten super popular on the collector's market. These are commanding much higher prices.
That's good news for me, Rick.
Because it's a cool looking gun, right? I mean, this is something you pick up and people go, what is that?
Yeah.
You know, it's a pepperbox.
So what do you think it's worth?
Well, the broken pepperbox is extremely hard to fix. Once it breaks, unless you manufacture that part or have that part, you're not fixing it.
So if everything works right, what is it worth?
Can I answer that if we go to the range and shoot it?
Sounds like fun to me.
I need a little time to inspect it, and if it looks good, I'll give you a call and you meet us.
Sounds like a plan to me.
All right. Here's your gun. And follow me.
Yep.
Who's next?
Ah, cool place. Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Earlier today, my friend Davey showed up at the event with an 1840s English pepperbox pistol that he wants to sell for $1,800. Alex Kramer likes the looks of it and thinks the price will depend on how it shoots.
All right, so we got a target set up?
Yeah, set up a target. So since this is a 200-year-old English revolving pepperbox pistol, I figured some pint glasses with good old English lager in it would be a good target.
That's kind of like wasting beer, isn't it?
Or apple juice.
Okay.
So I was out here earlier, inspected the bore, all the mechanics of it. I snapped some percussion caps, and everything worked well. So I'm comfortable to fire it.
Okay. Let's see if it fires, then we'll talk about what it's worth.
Sounds good.
Let's see if this thing even remotely shoots straight.
Yeah. Now you got it.
Nice.
Okay.
Pretty good.
It works.
Yeah.
It works.
Very cool. It's worth more money now.
Wasn't super impressive, but it was impressive.
Yeah.
So what do you think it's worth?
So it's a really, really nice example of a pepperbox, and it's English, it's a large caliber, it's still got its silver plating. I think you could get $3,000 for it.
Okay.
All right. So we got a deal at 1,800?
All right, I'll give you the 1,800 as long as you buy lunch.
All right. Fair
Sweet deal. So you can tell me now, what'd you buy it for at the estate sale?
A little over 500.
500 bucks you got it for?
Yeah, did good, huh?
You should share the wealth, dude.